Tommy didn't win.
Okay, 2025 KPMG Women's PGA Champion Minjee Lee joins us now. Minjee, congratulations. How does it feel to now be a three-time major champion?
It feels pretty amazing. I feel like I really deserve this one, and I put a lot of hard work into it. So, yeah, I feel really good. Mm-hmm.
Great. We'll open it up for questions, starting right here with Jim.
Minjee, it might sound weird, but in some ways, you shot 68 Saturday, but 74 today. Does today's round speak more to what's inside you and, what you have?
I think every single day it was a bit of a grind. Even yesterday's score, I had 3 under, and today I had, 2 over? Wait, did I have 2 over? 3 over? 2 over. But I feel like they were all equally as important. Like I needed to do them on those certain days to ultimately have that trophy in my hand come today. So yes, I feel like today's score, I had to really dig deep for it, but I feel like I was pretty solid over the 4 days to, have this trophy in my hand now.
Sarah?
Obviously, you've won majors before, but to win this one, 3 other Aussies have won this trophy. What does it mean to just join Jan, Kari, and Hannah?
I think it's pretty awesome. I mean, all of them are such great golfers, great careers, and obviously Hannah, she's still on tour with me. So it's also great to have a friend who has won this trophy. So I just think it's great to be able to have my name up with them, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
I know your putting's been a big thing, but what have you and Richie been working on ahead of this week?
I think I was just going a little bit inside with my putter, so I was just trying to keep it on plane and take it more straight back and straightforward. So it was a little bit difficult in this wind, but at the end of the day, I still putted really well to be able to win. So I guess that work has paid off a little bit.
Beth Ann?
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah.
After a slower start, what did you tell yourself to turn it around, and especially with the putter?
The putting was not really the issue. I was missing the green, and then it put pressure on my chipping and my putting. So I just was like, let's try and first hit the fairway and then hit the green. So I just try to be really simple out there, and it was just so tough with the wind. So just try to take it one step at a time. And some of the drives that I hit were really terrible out there, but I was able to either get up and down, make bogey, nothing like not have a score that was too large to come back from. So I think I managed myself really well out there today, and I knew the 14th and the 15th hole would be birdie opportunities. So I just try to stay patient and, try to make pars until those holes. So, and I think I did that pretty well.
What'd your brother say to you?
I saw, I was just on the broadcast, and he said a really nice message. He just said, well done, he's proud of me, and that he loved me.
Josh?
Minjee, congratulations. Now that you're a 3-time major winner, 11 wins on tour, do you set big goals for yourself, like career goals, career Grand Slam, Hall of Fame? Like what is the next thing for Minjee Lee?
The next thing is Evian, I guess. That's my next stop on tour. So, I don't really set goals that, like I'm going to win 3 majors, or I try and have 3 wins, or I just stick to more of my processes. And one of my big goals was to get the putter, improve on the putting stats. So I think I've been doing that, and so I'm just taking it one step at a time. I'm gonna enjoy this win, and then I'll sit down with my coach and talk to him on the phone, see where we are gonna go after this one.
Brad?
I know there's a lot of excitement back in Australia, and it's significant from that standpoint. But you had a pretty big gallery out, and it looked like you had a lot of friends, and I wondered if there's any significance from your standpoint, the fact that you've made your second home here, and you had
Yeah, I mean, I had a few of my housing people when I first came to Dallas and played in the Volunteers of America event. I stayed with Jake and Jill, and they came out to watch, and Tom, one of their close friends, and my mom and her friends were out there, and a couple of my other friends. So it was just nice to see familiar faces, you know, out there, and I don't really get it too often. You know, obviously when I'm in Australia and playing in Australia, I have a lot of, you know, friendly faces, but not so much in America. So it's just nice, a little bit of comfort, comfort in a place in a different country, which now kind of base myself, is really nice. It was a great support.
Art?
Yeah, I know you're doing your thing and he's doing his thing, but can you just talk a little bit about what a rarity that is for both you and your brother to be as successful on your respective tours as you have been?
Yeah, I mean, as a professional golfer, we put so much time and our effort into perfecting our game, and I feel like Min Woo has really matured over the years and really is figuring out what works best for him on tour, like his schedule, like just even practice. And I think he's grown up a lot, and I love to see his journey and how well he's doing out on the PGA. And, you know, I'm pretty much a vet now on the LPGA. 11 years feels like a long time. So I feel like I'm, you know, I have my routine down packed now. Like I know what I'm doing. I just need to, you know, do what I know best and try and replicate that every week. So it's just really great to see Min Woo doing good, you know, in the States on the PGA Tour as well.
You guys are totally different personality-wise, but does that just show in golf that a lot of different ways can succeed? There's not just one way to succeed out here. There's a lot of ways to succeed.
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely. I don't think there's one person who has the same personality who plays golf and who has won. So I feel like there's a lot of things that I can learn from a lot of different personalities who have won on tour, on the PGA and LPGA respectfully. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's one perfect combination for you to win on tour. So I think there's a lot of different things that have to go your way, and it's so hard to win on tour now. So I think yeah, it's just really great to be able to have the KPMG trophy in my hands.
We'll go next to Jill on Zoom. Go ahead, Jill.
Congrats, Minjee. Can you sort of describe the pride you have in your journey with putting from, you know, winning 10 tournaments and the 2 majors to changing your putter and then now to winning another major with this putter?
Yeah, so when I won the last at Evian and US Open, I was left-hand low, so I wasn't even a conventional grip. So I guess I changed quite a bit over my 11 years on tour, and just changing to the broomstick has given me a lot more freedom. I think I was just, I guess I just had a lot of thoughts, and just I was overthinking probably about just the conventional way of putting. So I think just taking my hands a little more out of it and using the broomstick has really been helping me.
Okay, and then also you had mentioned on the broadcast that you looked at every leaderboard. Can you kind of talk about the confidence you seem to have and just, you know, knowing where you were and still obviously playing so well?
Yes, I did look at every leaderboard, and I knew exactly where I was in terms of like the scores. But I just want to be clear, like I definitely was nervous, you know, starting the day. I wasn't really sure if it was the heat that was making me like my heart beat more, but I was definitely, you know, I looked calm, but I was like not as calm as everybody thinks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Another question from Zoom in the chat. Minjee, can you speak a bit more on how it feels to join just 3 other Aussies as 3-time major winners?
Yeah, I mean, it's just really special. I think it's only three other names on this trophy, so that are Australian. So I think it's just such a great privilege to be able to have my name up with them as well, and just shows. I guess it shows the grit of the Aussies, and yeah, it's just really special. Means a lot.
Great. Tony on Zoom. Go ahead, Tony.
Hey, Minjee, congratulations.
Thanks, Tony.
I wanted to ask, I've been in touch with Richie. How hard did he have to work to convince you to switch that putter out?
I think he would say it. He would say a lot, but when I did switch it, I think he like mentioned it to me like twice, and I just was like mucking around with it. So, I would say it was a good change. He didn't have to. He didn't have to tell me too many times after the first two.
What did you need to feel, I guess, to feel comfortable with it?
I think just for me, it was taking the hands out of the putter, just using my hands too much. So I was like manipulating the actual putter to the break. So I think for me, it was just using more of my shoulders to hit the point where I thought it was going to break, and not like making it break. So, yeah, I think.
Just lastly, for me, is the career Grand Slam something you would like to achieve? Is that something that kind of drives you at all?
I mean, that is my ultimate goal. Like, I really wanted to be in the Hall of Fame. That's why I started golf, and that's why I wanted to be on the LPGA tour to, win a bunch of tournaments and try and get into it. But seeing Lydia do it, I think it just, I would really like to get there, but we'll see how we go after this week.
Congrats again.
Thank you.
Minjee, when you started earlier, you said that you deserved to win this one. Is this something to do with just what you've all been through this week, or is this one different than the other ones that you've won, the other two majors you've won?
I think it's very different because I feel like I had a lot of doubt the past few years, just not with, I guess, with my long game, but more with like my putting. And I think the more I heard like the media and other people saying things about my putting, I think it got to me more and more over time. So yeah, I think this one just means a little bit more to me. I mean, obviously the US Open is my absolute favorite, but it's in terms of my most deserved, I think this one is the one.
You said you were kind of keeping up with where you were, and I know right before the two birdies, the ones you said you'd waited for, at 13 you had that clutch par. Did you realize somebody had just eagled, that if you had not, it would have been a one stroke?
If somebody had...
Somebody had just eagled ahead.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess.
That I didn't know, but I just couldn't believe how slow that putt was on the par 3. So I was like, I don't think I could have had a bigger swing to get it to the hole, and I was still, I don't even know, 7-8 feet short. So yeah, no, I was really just focused on trying to make the par putt, and I think that was quite clutch.
Sarah?
Just when you look at the people that showered you with champagne, a couple of them are some younger Aussies. What does it mean to you to inspire the next generation of both Aussie golfers and just girls in golf, period, that might have been watching you today?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say, like, never give up. And also, like, all the Aussie girls, I think I think over time I've gotten to know them quite a bit more, and just to see them all come out and support, it was just really lovely. And Wailing was there, and Hannah, and all the Osteos and my team, Brent, Mom. So it was just so nice that everybody came to celebrate with me, and it's those moments. I mean, Lids was there, and it's just those moments that are the most special and just mean so much.
wrap things up with Beth Ann.
Minjee, you've played on a lot of different major championship venues and a lot of different conditions. What was the most challenging part of this one?
Oh, the wind, the wind for sure, and the heat. It wasn't even like the golf course layout itself. I mean, I think it was fine. It was just the wind was so heavily influencing the ball that the pin placement, some of them just felt like you just couldn't get near it. So I think just the wind was the biggest factor this week.
Great. Thanks for your time, Minjee. Congrats.